My name's Phil Williams and I would like to welcome you to Audio Angling, the podcast site of fishingfilmsandfacts.co.uk. I've just finished recording a couple of interviews with multiple world coarse fishing champions Alan and Sandra Scotthorne. Alan, incidentally, is just back from winning yet another team gold at the 2013 World Coarse Fishing Championships in Poland. But not, unfortunately, what would have been his sixth world individual title, as both he and England teammate Steve Hemingway were pushed down the steps of the rostrum by French champion Didier Dellanoy, who by coincidence just happens to be staying with the Scotthornes today. Now that would be far too good an opportunity to pass up. So Alan has just passed the voice recorder over to Didier, for me, hopefully, to try to get a French slant on the current wave of success washing across all corners of the current England camp. I particularly want to talk about the state of English match fishing as seen through the eyes of an outsider, the old enemy even dare I say, as well as through the eyes of an active competitor, as opposed to somebody simply viewing and commenting from the sidelines. But first things first. You are the current 2013 individual world champion, which is a fantastic achievement, and one which I know will be the pinnacle of many years of hard work and dedication. So congratulations on that. So can you now talk us through the build-up to the event, plus the practice you put in both in France as well as over here in the UK, where presumably you'll have been fishing very similar types of venues?
Yes, but not exactly the same competition, not exactly the same canal. Because for me in Poland, the canal is very similar in the same canal of when I fishing with Alan Scotthorne in UK for the winter. Exactly the same. Because it's necessary for me fishing with 3 posts, 6 meter, 10 meter, and 13 meter. And in French, it's not the same because the competition just 3 hours. And impossible to prepare 3 posts. Impossible. Just, it's for me the same in the UK. I have very good inspiration. And because when I'm fishing with Alan, I use exactly the same technique. In French, it's not similar because you're fishing just for 3 hours. Impossible to make 3 posts. Impossible.
And after the match, he was then able to stand higher on the podium steps than either of the 2 English anglers, and in particular Alan, who I know you spend a lot of time practicing with.
No, I am very happy, and for me the situation, it's the podium with Alan and Steve Hemingway, but with Alan it's for me it's unbelievable, incredible for me, because Alan is a very good friend for me, and it's the best angler in the world, and it's unbelievable. But I am very happy to come in UK for practice with Alan, because the approach and the mentality is totally different of the French angler, because the French angler is not aggressive on the fishing, and the Alan is very totally different. And for me, now I know Alan 12 years ago, and for me it's incredible. No, Alan Scotthorne, because for me it's the best angler, and the approach and the preparation. You can imagine the preparation, some rigs, some baits, impossible to imagine. The French angler, for example, he suppose, you are the best angler, all the equipment, it's free, it's very simple to prepare, but the preparation for fishing, it's incredible. Make some rigs, some hooks, and some crest, but bloodworms, and prepare some mix and some ground bait. It's a lot of work to make the good result. Incredible. Nobody can imagine. And now I am the captain for the young boy under 18, and the world championship in to Rio in French, the little catfish, skimmer and bream. And I am very, very happy, because I finished the second place and the first, the UK, but very strong team. But I am very happy because the young boy fishing very aggressive. I am very happy because the Tuesday night he want to speak with me. Didier, is it possible to speak with you? Because, in my car I have my equipment for fishing with the pole, but it's better stay in the house. No, I am very, very happy. Good attitude and fishing aggressive, because only it's not simple for the French angler fishing with the slider. The technique of the UK angler, it's very good, and no, it's a good result for me. I am very, very, very happy, but it's difficult in French to compare. In UK, it's the bait limitation. It's incredible. It's very stupid. The bait for the joker and the caster, it's too small. The bait limitation, it's very stupid. Too much gone bait. And when I come in UK, it's totally different. So after, for me, it's very difficult if I stay the long time in UK. When I come back in French, it's incredible for me fishing in French. Incredible. It's difficult because the competition, just 3 hours, the bait limitation, 200 gram joker, and 10 or 12 liter of ground bait. It's difficult when you fishing in UK for 10 days, for example. After, for me, no fishing for 1 month in French, impossible.
So many of the skills you used to win the 2013 World Championships were actually polished over here in the UK.
In Poland, it's I fishing the same technique of Alan Scotthorne, very aggressive, because I have the sector A, and maybe is it possible to catch some bream, and I use the same technique of Alan, and the heavy limb, 13 meter, just with the blood worms, chop worms, small worms, the Dendrobina, but the small Dendrobina, very, very hard, and just with the heavy limb, 13 meter, and after 10 meter, just small ground bait, black ground bait for fishing for roach, and 6 meter, just the normal limb and sticky joker. And the Sunday I start 6 meter, catch some few roach, some few perch, and after change for 10 meter, I catch 45 roach, and after 2 hours, the fishing is difficult, but I see 13 meter, the small bubble, and the good words on the bottom, and I suppose it's a fish, because no ground bait, just a limb, and the fish arrive, and I catch some few bream, and last hour, normal rigs on pond 8, and hooks 18, very simple, but I catch some bream, and I win the sector with 6 kilo, 450 maybe, and I win the sector, and I take the gold medal, and finish with 2 points, the same of Steve Hemingway and Alan, but the difference is the way catch some bream the Sunday, because the sector A, is it possible to catch some bream.
When a World Championships is underway, do you know if you're in a strong position to win the individual title, or are you only aware of what's happening in your own particular section?
For me, after for the practice, the week after, the week before the competition, after the Thursday, I suppose I have the good chance, because fishing very well on the canal, and I very good preparation, some rigs, some hooks, and some all equipment. And after, when I win the Saturday, and the Saturday night, the captain of Jean-Pierre Misri come back, and he speak with me, you have the sector A, I am very, very happy and very good motivation. And I change a little. I prepare the Saturday night for 2 hours, the heavy limb with the black powder and little water. And after maybe I make 3 times with the riddle for very fine, but I don't want the lion accolé because the grey limb, because for me in the water make some little white. For me it's not good. Just I use the black powder and the heavy limb. And the Saturday night I speak with my friend Philippe Dely for to buy some 500 bloodworms. I changed the different opinion because it's probably is it possible, I suppose, to catch some bream the Sunday, and I put some bloodworms and some worms for fishing 13 meter for catch some bream, and of course I have true for this opinion. I am very happy.
Then you're up there on the top step of the podium and they're playing La Marseillaise, the final confirmation of the result.
No, it's unbelievable. It's incredible for me because it's the consecration. Because it's necessary to take some time for preparation, and it's necessary a lot of money for to good preparation, because in French it's difficult with the sponsor, and I can say thank you very much of my boss, Mr. Mossalkov, because I work for real, and it's in French. It's not similar in UK. No full-time angler. I work. It's very difficult. And when I see the podium with Steve Hemingway and Alan Scotthorne, the best angler in the world, it's not a surprise, because it's the canal, the best angler, he win. No chance with one carp or one big fish. It's not a surprise. I am very happy because for me, I fishing very well on the canal, and I take my chance, and I am the good result. I am very happy.
Dick Clegg, who was the most successful England team manager ever, is now responsible for running the entire England coarse fishing setup, and he says that currently England are on the top of the world at every level. We, it seems, are the outfit to beat. So what would your take be on that?
Yes, but it's the mentality, it's different. The mentality totally different when you, for example, I am French angler. When you come in UK, when I come in the first time in UK for fishing with Alan, when I come back in French, I speak with my friend, it's the different planet when I come back, because you can fishing the commercial fishing. You take some carp, and the winter catch a lot of roach and perch. On the canal you have many fish. For me it's normal. The young boy, it's better, the best team in the world. But I'm not surprised, because the mentality is totally different. It's fanatic. For example, in the winter, impossible to fishing in French. Impossible. You catch nothing. But when you come in UK, catch a lot of fish.
What then do other international squads need to be doing to get themselves in the position that England find themselves in at the moment?
It's the mentality and the preparation. And it's very simple. More simple in UK for fishing. More simple. In French, it's the stupid bait limitation. Impossible. For example, if you stay in fishing in French, before the World Championship, the limitation is 2 liters, 2.5 liter, the bait limitation. Never you use the simple competition, you use 300 grams maximum. When you arrive for the World Championships, totally different. For me, it's in Italy. Yes, in Italy, you have the good team, but for me, the best, 100%, it's the Team UK. Because it's very professional. Very, very professional. And for me, it's the best practice in the world. In the training, before the match, 1 week, incredible. Good practice, good training, and the approach is totally different. He tried many different techniques, and after he speak in mix, and after you make the good result. No, it's totally different. It's fanatic and very enjoy, and it's impossible to compare the different team. Maybe the team Italy, but the UK is totally different. Totally.
We may be more professional here in the UK and have the best anglers, but still it was a Frenchman stood on top of the individual winners' podium.
Yes, okay, and now it's the good team, but the French team have the good result because in the canal, maybe it's necessary to see the next year in Croatia with the big river, with the flat float, maybe it's not the same result. Maybe. I hope, but maybe it's little different. I like fishing with the flat float, but the team, I'm not sure. Maybe the next year for us, maybe not the same year of this year. No, impossible for me now.
And in the future, might the French squad also get to stand on the top step of the podium?
Yes, maybe is it possible, but maybe one time is it possible to win the Team England. One time, it's not a problem, but it's not very simple. But maybe it's you have the best angler with Rezons, you have the ship, Ashby, and after you have the young boy. It's very good. Huh? You have Callum Dix, Mark Godfrey, and Lee Carey's, Cameron Hughes, and James Dent. You have the good team. Huh? You have the good team, and the boy is fantastic. But in French, it's totally different. Totally, the mentality is totally different. But no, I am happy for the future. Maybe it's the best 3 or 4 teams in the world. Maybe 4. In 4, yes, 3 and 4. But you have the Italy, but the best for me it's Team UK. It's not a problem. Maybe one time is it possible, for example, in Poland, the second day, the French win the second match with 10 points. Is it possible? Possible, maybe. But in the canal, it's okay, but the next year, it's totally different. I hope for the good result, but it's totally different.
And for the rest of your stay over here with Alan, I suppose it's practice.
Yes, but it's after it's different, because many anglers want to move for fishing in UK. It's different, and just me, and now I have the very good friend with Alan. When I practice with Alan, just Alan and me. After you have the good exchange and the good mix, and Alan and me. It's also the good for fishing technique. And you can speak with Alan. I suppose Alan, it says, with Didier, I have take the good information, and the same for me, for fishing technique and for fishing for roach. Now it's Alan the best, the best with the rigs, because I have the good exchange with Alan. It's possible to prepare some rigs in the tackle room. It's better make this or this. With the float, is this why you use this float? It's a good exchange with Alan. Fantastic, very professional. And after, it's the good result. Huh?
Well, it's nice to hear positive things being said about the UK, and even nicer to hear it said with a French accent.
No, but no, I am very enjoying to come here. And, okay, fishing is the best angler in the world, no problem. And just this year, I win, but no, I am very, very, very enjoyed for the result, and tonight I am very happy. And this afternoon, the good preparation with Alan in the tackle room, prepare some hooks, some rigs, and together it's fantastic for me, the French angler, and the tackle room with Alan Scotthorne, the best angler. Can imagine. Impossible. It's impossible for me.
Well, good luck with the practice, and I hope that as both an individual and a team member, you also do well at the 2014 final. But hopefully, not that well as to keep either Alan or England from occupying the top step of the podium again.